Hello everyone out there. I decided to make another video. This is another video that I've never made before, so it's going to be different. Let me see, how can I start off? Well, you see, I have a 1967 Volkswagen camper van, and yes, it's a Volkswagen camper van, and it has the split windscreen in the front. And for you Volkswagen enthusiasts out there, you know as well as I do that these vehicles are valuable. Now, now you know I now it may be harder to sell anything like that with with the economy the way it is at the moment. And maybe value has dropped a bit. I don't know, unless there are people still paying good amounts of money for these vehicles out there somewhere. But anyway, the one I have, there's very few left around, and I mean like very few left around as original as the one I have. It's this one has never, the one I have. No, I'm not making I'm I'm not boasting about it or anything like that, so please don't think that I am, okay? Because I'm sure that there are plenty of other good ones out there. But what I'm saying is, you know, um, this one now, it was an army van in Switzerland, and the army would take care of their stuff very well, and it was an army van in Switzerland, and it already had the windows on the side, and all that, and so so anyway, then it was imported into England in 1998, and spent about 10 years there, 1998 up to 2008 when I bought it. It had a couple of owners in England. I have it all on file. I have everything on file. The tax book, all the MOTs from 1998 right up through to 2008. All that, I have all that in a filing cabinet. So I do. And all the things that it had done to it for the MOT, which was, they weren't major things. There was no welding or anything like that. And this camper was never ever welded. That never had any panels replaced. It was never bashed or anything like that. The only major thing that was ever done to it, the only major things that was ever done to it was that it had the camper conversion, and it had a change of colour, and that's it. That's it. Everything else original 1500cc engine. So he done just over like 56 or like 57,000 kilometers, around that. That was on the clock, something like that at the moment. So there was only about 30 something thousand kilometers on it when I got it over 4 years ago. It was about March 2008 when I got it. Me and my dad, we went, saw it on the internet. We were looking for one at the time, and this was just before the economic crash came, and spent a while on the internet looking for one, and just stumbled across this one day on a Volkswagen website, and and we thought it was a very good one, and indeed it was, thankfully. So anyway, we've had some good times in it. Like we got to go camping in it a few times, so we did. So we stayed a night in it, like here and there or whatever, and we had some good times, and but unfortunately the time has come. Unfortunately, the time came for selling it on then, and because I'm out of work at the minute, and there's just no work. Well, at least I don't think there's any work out there at the moment anyway. You know, I'm just out of work at the minute, and was let go there a long time ago, so I wasn't, you know, and that's why fortunately the time has come to sell it on, you know, and so anyway, I have it advertised on the internet at the moment. It's on Dundee, and it's also on Volkswagen, and let me see what I yeah. I was at a car show not too far away from where I lived a few weeks ago, a vintage car show. It's only about 25 minutes from where I live. Um, and I had a for sale sign up up on the windscreen of the camper, you know. And you know, obviously, it got a lot of camper got a good bit of, well, it would have got a good bit of interest even without the sale sign. You know, people at these shows, they go around looking at these things, and you know, and all that, and admiring them and whatever. And this particular man, I got talking to him, and he there and then he made me an offer of €15,000. Now, on Dundee, my price, and I think Volkswagen as well, my asking price was €20,000. But you know, I was willing to, and I'm still willing to take less, so I am. So he made me an offer of €15,000. Now, it was very, very, very tempting. You know, if I think if he had it on him there and then, and if the cash was genuine cash and not fake cash, which I would have made sure of before I'd hand the vehicle over. Because I'd never hand the vehicle over until I make sure that I have the cash in my hand and the cash is genuine, and that's it. Because I'm not that stupid, you know. I'm not calling other people stupid. I know we all make mistakes in life, but you know, nobody's perfect. But that would be a terrible mistake to make. You know, I heard about somebody who who got conned some way like that when they got paid through a check or whatever, you know. But anyway, when they're selling their car, and so anyway, look, this man told me then. He said, "Look," he said, think about it for a while." He said to me. So he gave me his phone. He gave me his contact number, and I give him my contact number, and so that was grand. And so anyway, I've about 2 or 3 times since that I've rang him, and the last time I rang him, he said to me, "Look," he said, which was about 2 weeks ago. He said to me, "Look," he said, "give me another week." He said, you know, and I said, "Right, okay." I said, "Okay." So I give him more than another week, actually. I think I give him 2 weeks. So then, just there a couple of hours ago or so, just a little over a couple of hours ago there, I decided I'm going to give him another ring. Because it was well over the week, so it was. And so I told him I explained to him who I was, and you know, I'm the guy that met you at the show, like with the Volkswagen camper. And the next thing was, as soon as he had that, he just bang, dropped, just cut the phone off. That's it, you know. And I just tried ringing his phone again just to make sure that we didn't get cut off, because he was on a mobile phone. So no, he let the phone ring maybe for a few seconds, maybe about 10 seconds or less or whatever. You know, he let it ring or whatever. You know, like do, you know, and he just knocked the phone off. Then he didn't even answer it. So anyway, he pressed the red button to stop it from ringing, you know. So anyway, you know, and that's why I'm making this video, you know, because, you know, if there's one thing that I learned from this, and that is, you know, is that there are a lot of people out there, you know, that that are not genuine, they're not as genuine as they seem. And I honestly thought that this man was genuine, because I've been trying to sell this camper now for a good few months, and to be honest, one couple, only one couple came to look at it so far earlier this year, you know. But they said then that they decided then that they weren't going to buy a camper until next year, like 2013. So, that was the end of that then. And, you know, they came to look at it, but nobody else came to look at it. All I was getting like it was loads of calls and loads of emails about it, and that was it. And and I think I did put on the ad, no time wasters please, or whatever. But anyway, this man I met at the show, like he saw the camp at the show because I had it at the show and I had the sale sign on it, and I honestly thought that this man was genuine, because he seemed very, very, very genuine to me, and he even the first time he was on his own, when I was talking to him, and this other man, he must have been a friend of his or something, he was at the show with. He came back with him about a half an hour or so later, just to show him the camper and what he thought of it or whatever, so I thought to myself, this man like seems genuine, and I honestly thought that I had the camper as good as sold, even though nothing is ever sold until you have the cash in your hand and the cash is genuine, or the check is genuine, whatever, and it's that kind of shocked me this morning when he dropped the phone on me. The second I told him who I was, he just dropped the phone there. That was it. It sort of like blew me away. But at the same time, it was a good experience for me at the same time, because I've learned that not all people are what they seem to be, and that's the thing I want to address to other people out there, who might have never, or who have never sold anything, or have never have done any dealings with anyone, like, and I just want to say, like, just be careful when you're dealing with the public, because I tell you, there's people out there that can mislead you and con you. Let me tell you that now. And that's it, and another good example of that is that one morning back earlier on the summertime, there was about May or June, something like that, whatever, early June or something like that, I think it was. I got a phone call here to the house saying that for this company, saying that they were getting reports from Microsoft that my computer has been hacked, and I so I was taken in by these. They were just so convincing. Like, I was on the phone for the best part of an hour, because this guy like was getting me to, he got me to install. Apparently these hackers, these are a group of Indian hackers, I presume a lot of you have saw the videos on YouTube about them. If not, just go onto YouTube and type in Indian hackers, and you will see that they phoned people up the same, that they phoned other people up the same ways as they have phoned me up. So anyway, I was on the phone for the best part of an hour. First of all, I was talking to this girl, or to this woman, and she obviously an Indian woman, and then she put me through to this other guy then, and then this other guy got me to go into my computer, install a program on my computer. It's one of these programs where like a remote access program, one of these programs where they gain access, yeah, they get you to install one of these remote access programs on your computer, like download it from the internet, and you know and then then they can like gain access to your computer, like, and they can control your computer from wherever they are, like you see them like being able to move the mouse around and click on different stuff, whatever you have on your computer, and so anyway, they were that convincing that they brought up a list on my computer to show me of the exact dates and times that my computer was hacked, or supposed to have been hacked. And it was all marked up in red of the dates and times when all these hackings were supposed to have taken place, So anyway, then towards the end, then after all that was done, they would have to charge me. They said that they would have to charge me for doing the repairs on this computer. That would doing the repairs, repairing the damage that was caused by these hacks that were supposed to have happened. So anyway, and the way they charge is through credit card, and so then they asked me like for my details, such as they brought me onto a website where you would have to put in where you would have to input your payment details, your credit card details, and your bank account password, whatever. So luckily enough, my mother actually saved me. So she did. She knew that she kind of had a feeling that these people were up to no good, and she got talking to them on the phone, and then the girl on the other end of the phone got really nasty with my mother and said that put your son back on now, because otherwise we will shut down his bank account, So anyway, that was enough. That told us enough that these people were scammers. So anyway, that was it. Just put down the phone, and a few hours later, then I reported it to the local police authorities. So I did, and so I decided then to get a new credit card and a new bank account password. So that was it. So that just proves like that there were all sorts of people out there. As I said, there are people out there. There are some very, very, very genuine people out there, but you have to watch out for the ones that are not genuine, who may seem genuine. You have to watch out for them, because I'm warning you, anybody out there who has never had any dealings with the public, watch out, and please, any parents out there, just please tell the same thing to your children. Please, if you haven't already, please just tell them, be very, very, very careful, because there's people out there they will screw you over if they could, and that's it, and going back to this man who I thought was going to buy the Volkswagen Camper of me. I can't understand what annoys me the most is why, like, if he's having any sort of money, if he had any sort of trouble like getting a loan or whatever to buy the camper from me, why couldn't he have just have told me that in the first place, you know, rather than stringing me along, you know, getting my hopes up, you know, and you know, I wouldn't like to see this happen to any other person out there. So please, that's why I'm telling you all out there to watch out. Okay. All right. Well, I've said all I needed to say. So okay. So I'd like you all just to give your feedback by leaving comments on the comment section of my page, and so okay. Well, good luck to you all out there.